Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Leadnap Gaming. Today we're back in our Explore the Verse series and we are going to take a look at bounty hunting. Particularly today we're actually going to look at the Pro-Tem bounty hunting mission, which is this one. And the reason we're doing that is because this is the Prove It mission for bounty hunting. So what do I mean by that? Well, the older mission types, like package running, bounty hunting, and we don't have this on, like, for example, the cave exploration missions yet, and it may never happen, but the old thinking was everybody should be able to do all of the missions, right? Dip your feet in the pool sort of a thing, see if you like it, what have you. And for bounty hunting, you can always do the PvP, the player bounties, right? So like right now, if I were to go into my mobiGlas, you would see player bounties that would take me out to where a player is to kill them because they have a crime stat. Well, in order to do the PvE bounty missions that actually pay you real money, right? Because like right now you say you're going to make like 4,000, 5,000 credits for doing the PvP ones. And that's a lot of work because the PvP ones can be anywhere in the verse and you actually have to kill the player who sometimes might be a much better hunter than you are. So, the PvE ones can be a lot of fun and they're a great way to make money, but you have to do the Pro-Tem bounty mission first to kind of prove, hey, I'm a bounty hunter, right? You have to do the big courier mission in order to make the like 7,000, 8,000 credit courier missions. So that's what the Pro-Tem one is. For that to be done, you've got to station yourself at Levski, which is pretty easy. Just hang out at Levski, right? You could pick it up actually outside of Hurston, Olisar, or Levski, I've found. But it will always spawn outside of Levski. So just hang out at Levski, especially because right now in 371, all of the bounty missions are outside Levski. So these are awesome over package missions for starting the game and getting that starting capital because it's all in one place. It's not that much faster than doing courier missions, but it is a little more interactive, and it is convenient that you accept a contract and you're already there. You might have to just go 400 kilometers, which unfortunately I can't get quantum jumped to, so, there's some of that travel time in there. And we're going to see that here today, I'm sure. So, we've jumped in my trusty Banu Defender. I love this thing. I picked it for this Explore the Verse for two reasons. One, it's in the free fly event right now, so this is one of the ships you can fly for free, and you can buy it right now. So it's awesome. I'm going to show you what is effectively the meta loadout for it, because that's what I'm rocking on here. But this is actually in my hangar. I love this ship. I have a merchantman, and I can't wait for that to come out. So seeing the styling on this blew me away. And my praises for the Defender aren't just there. So I actually didn't own a Defender. I was like, yay, symbiotic relationship, what have you, cool. But I looked at it and I said, yeah. But I flew one and I loved flying it. And this thing melts little ships. This is the ultimate bounty hunting ship to me. Now in the comments below, other people I'm sure are going to let you know what they think they are, and if you've got a different ship that you think is better for bounty hunting, hey, put that down in that comment section, folks. And yes, I'd hoped that I actually was going 1,700 meters a second here. It's just a glitch. That would have been nice, though. Because actually there is a problem. If you do the combat patrol missions, which basically you fly out to a spot and then it sends you to go kill little ships everywhere for like 6,000-7,000 credits. You can do those without doing the Pro-Tem bounty, but right now they don't work. They do not give you enough time to get there. You'll fly for 7 minutes and you'll be 100 kilometers short, flying as fast as you possibly can, and it's really annoying. And yes, I've QT'd to different locations to try to cut down the time. I'm still always at least 20 kilometers away. And that's even more frustrating than 100. So, yeah, back to my Defender. So my Defender, though, isn't stock. And that's an important thing to point out here. It's a great bounty hunting ship. I love the singe cannons that are on there, right? Those things are insta-hit. They're awesome. They're a little glitched, though. So what I'm actually running on here are Badgers. And now, yes, some of you long-timers are trying to stifle laughs right now. And that's okay. I'm not embarrassed by the fact that, yes, I'm running Badgers on my Defender. But there's actually a very good reason for that. Are there better weapons than Badgers? You betcha. And I can't do the more expensive bounty missions with this ship for that reason. But the Badgers are rapid firing. I've got 4 of them, so the damage adds up. And more importantly, they don't stress my cooler. So I could put my finger on the trigger right now and just hold it down all the way till we get to my bounty. Not going to have any issues, right? So this Defender melts little ships at those Badgers. And especially for players starting out at dogfighting, you throw on your auto gimbal, and it's R, by the way, and you go. And you don't have to pay attention. I always do this because I remember the range used to be 3,600 meters in the last patch. Badgers, that's now like 1,300. But I forget that, and I still try to engage them a little further out than I should. So, but yeah, like, that's the thing. Yeah, Badgers, they're not exciting, but if you're starting out in the verse and you're trying to do this mission, those 4 Badgers on a Defender, you can just hold the trigger down and then pay attention to everything else you have to pay attention to. If you take like attritions or something, you have to pay a little more attention to overheating and stuff like that on certain ships. So that's why I'm rocking the Badgers on here. Now, when we close the distance, I'm going to go ahead now and talk about our giveaway. So regular viewers of the channel, in the last video I mentioned, whoa, that asteroid feels like it came out of nowhere. So in my last video, I mentioned that I was doing another giveaway. I don't normally do the giveaways back to back like this, but it's the end of the year, and I wanted this giveaway in time for the anniversary sale. Now, what am I going to give away? Well, I'm giving away a Tumbrel Ranger RC bike. Now, some of you are probably like, really? I mean, the Cutlass was way better, and I'm not going to disagree there. No one's sponsoring this. It's coming out of my hangar. I bought it for this reason, and I kind of foresaw doing it for this. Just the scheduling is kind of I've caught us off. So, yeah, I'm giving away a Tumbrel Ranger RC, but this one's a Warbond one, and I bought this one on concept. So it's an LTI bike. I'm giving it away for the anniversary sale so that you have an LTI token, because we've talked a ton about LTI and LTI tokens and all that good stuff. So I wanted people to have a LTI token to use for the anniversary sale. So competition, same as normal. All you need to do is be subscribed to this channel, comment on any video from this one until the start of the anniversary sale. So day 1 of the anniversary sale, and when they announce it, I'll put a fixed date on this, but they haven't announced it yet. I will let you know what the when that closes. But any video, and that includes the DCS videos, so watch those, comment on those, but comment on any of those videos, and that's an entry. In addition to that, my runner-up, Maso, from the last giveaway, you are already the runner-up for this competition. I'm probably, I put the runner-up in because I've talked to people and they said, oh, sometimes the winners never get a hold of you, and I always wanted to make sure somebody won. We're not having that problem. So effectively, in getting rid of runners-up, Maso, you are the runner-up to this competition as well, but do still comment and enter. You can still win. And if you win, then there really is no runner-up. But that's what's going on, guys. Look to other videos. I'll put more tips and stuff about the giveaway in. Let's go ahead and get back to Explore the Verse now, though. So I'm closing up here, and I already talked about the Defender and why I kind of picked it. It does have some downsides, and that's if you lose an arm, you lose the fight. But I've got no ammunition on these Badgers, and I can literally fly around doing bounties with this thing. I melt little ships, and I can do that, like, in perpetuity until I run out of fuel, which is really nice. If you run, ballistics, you can't do that. So I am kind of slowing down here, and part of that's because I actually really want to try to stick as close as I possibly can to this locate bounty beacon. Now, this is the 4th time I tried this mission. It's sometimes pretty bugged. And when that happens, you'll get out here, and then the ship just doesn't appear. And that's really annoying. And in anticipation of it working, I'm now going to kind of explain the radar plot. So I hate this radar plot normally on anything but a fighter. So like my cat, it's ridiculous. But what's really great about it is, assuming this guy appears, you're going to see all I have to do is move his dot, right? Let's see if he's going to appear. Yes, he did. Okay. So you see how all I did was move that little red dot into that center, and now he's right in front of me. Now I've targeted him up, and I've targeted his main engine. So it's 1 to target what's right in front of you, 2 to sub-target. And the reason I did that, so you can see here, so that was regular gimbaled. I'm now in auto gimbal, so all you need to do is, at this point, keep him inside that dotted circle. And you can see here what I'm talking about. Like, I can just leave my guns on. I'm out of range. Because I was paying more attention to other things at this point. But you can just leave them on. There's no penalty. You're not losing ammo, and you're not risking an overheat here. But as I close on him, like I said, I've targeted his main engine, and I did that for 2 reasons. On the smaller ships, it's not such a big deal. But one, he just lost a wing and an engine, which is going to make it a lot harder for him to maneuver and take my arm off, ending my fight. But I also do that because, like on bigger ships, by targeting a subcomponent, you'll usually work one of their shields, which is important for dropping that shield. And yes, this isn't super stellar fighting here, and he's got a friend, and he's gone! You saw how fast that was. And that actually, the mission's done. Me and our homeboy here, he shot at me, and I just don't really like when... I'm not going to run here. Homie's got to die for that. But you'll notice we're not going super fast. I'm kind of letting him float around me a little bit. Kind of just keeping him in range. You don't need to go really fast to do these kinds of missions, right? And, alright, I got an engine off on him. So, just noticed I'm not sub-targeting him, but it's not really going to matter. I'm now kind of beating him up. You see how fast I'm melting those shields, though. And speaking of melting, oh yeah. See what I'm talking about? I mean, you can talk bad about those Badgers all day, but, I mean, look how fast we just melted 2 ships. That's the result right there. But yeah. So like I said, as we charge towards Del Mar here, now I can do the bigger bounty missions, right? I'll still get the player ones, but now I'll get the 8,000 and 10,000 UEC missions. And like I said, with the Badgers, I can't do the 10,000 ones because those usually are hammerheads. And the Badger, size 2 Badgers, you're not dropping the shields in a hammerhead. It's just not going to happen. Sometimes the 8,000 ones are usually a Connie Andromeda. Sometimes it's a Valkyrie. I love those ones. Oh, I shred Valkyries like chicken for a barbecue sandwich. But the let's just actually look at what I'm talking about. So see here, this 8,001 at the top. So these ones are player ones, but Artman up here, this is a PvE one that I've now unlocked. Sometimes, though, like I said, they're usually Connie Andromedas, and usually there will be like 2 or 3 other ships with them. But every now and then they're a cat. You can take a cat down with these Badgers, but it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So usually if you get one of those, just run, drop the mission, and wait for it to spawn. Anyways, folks, that's Pro-Tem bounties and exploring the verse. In the comments below, let me know, do you have other ships you like to use for bounty hunting? Any tips I didn't bring up here? I know that was kind of fast. Combat's fast in a Defender. You melt them quick. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, like us on Facebook, and I will catch you all next time.